Welcome to the channel. I'm Melissa and this is Jessica, and today we are going to talk about if you are a good candidate for the keto lifestyle diet.
Probably not. You're probably not. Probably not.
You're probably not, but we're going to get into it.
We'll get into it.
Can I finish the rest of the opening first?
Do you want to undo that part?
No.
Okay. If you like the content, if you like this channel, if you find this video helpful, make sure you like the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the little bell to receive notifications whenever we post a new video. In addition to that, if you do all of those things and you leave a comment, you will be entered into our pool and we will pick one winner every Monday to receive a $50 Amazon gift card.
That was really well done.
Thank you. I'm
Finally
getting so
got
much
this down.
better. I know.
Just come here. Come here before we start. Do you want to look like that or no? Do you want me to help
what is
you?
wrong?
You have just
Okay. I just don't like when you touch my face.
Also, and this is a big also, we are kicking off our back to school workshop next week, where we're going to be teaching you how to navigate the transition from having a very flexible lifestyle during the summer to that back to school, hectic, crazy, structured lifestyle where everyone feels very overwhelmed and they feel like it's really, really hard to actually stick to your diet and to your whole workout routine. So that workshop is going to be a 3-day workshop, completely
Totally
free.
Sorry, I got excited about the free part.
Totally free. We are kicking off next week. So if you're interested in more information on it, if you want to sign up for it, you can go ahead and clink. You can go ahead and click the link in the description below. In the description below, there's a link where you can click to sign up and find out more information.
You're really emulating me lately.
Because you're distracting me. Anyways, let's get into it. What are we talking about again? I'm telling you what the phrase is. Oh, keto.
Are you a good fit for the keto diet?
Are you a good candidate for the keto diet? I feel like keto has just been this thing that's been floating around.
Everybody and their mom and their dog has tried keto at this point.
It just
if you haven't
seems
tried keto, rebranded keto, you've probably tried Atkins or low carb.
I feel like back when we were growing up and what was mom doing all the time? It was the Weight Watchers craze, which I know Weight Watchers is still a thing. There was this Jenny Craig, Weight Watchers, Nutrisystem. It was all these things. Yeah, Atkins.
Atkins
and
is
now,
keto rebranded.
For whatever reason, well, we know the reason.
Keto is Atkins.
Keto is the thing that everyone wants to do because it's a really aggressive thing. It's kind of a radical change from what you're doing. You feel like you have to suffer, and for whatever reason, everyone that wants to lose weight feels like they need to suffer to do it.
I agree with that. Everyone that wants to lose weight feels like they have to suffer to do it. And I agree with that to an extent. But I also think that everyone is in it and they do things like keto because there are very clearly defined rules of if you just don't eat carbs, then you will lose weight. Yeah. Nobody actually wants to take the time to do things the right way, so you'll look for the quick and easy thing.
I mean, that's society in general, is that everyone is just looking for instant gratification.
Which is what you get from keto, right?
In the diet industry, keto is instant gratification because you get a quick drop in weight, which we're gonna get into why, and you think that you just lost a bunch of weight and all your problems are solved. You cut out carbs for a period of time, but then what happens when you start to add, eventually you're gonna want carbs again.
You're gonna gain it all back. At the end of the day, net, you might be a good candidate for keto if you absolutely hate carbs, which something probably wrong with you if you hate carbs. And number 2, if you have an issue where you can't really eat carbs for health reasons, so let's say you're diabetic, right? So in that case, a more ketogenic lifestyle might be for you, but that doesn't necessarily mean you have to do keto as a diet.
So let's take out for people who specifically need to do keto for health purposes.
You're off the table.
You are off the table. You can go ahead and just close YouTube, the whole YouTube app, if you would like to. Or you can just watch to hear what you have to say. It's up to you.
Is that tequila in a teacup again?
Okay,
you are not a good candidate for keto. Number 1, you enjoy carbs. Number two, if you can't see yourself not eating carbs for the rest of your life, like if at some point you're looking down the future and you're like, I'm going to go on vacation and I'm going to drink a pina colada, or I'm going to eat birthday cake at little Johnny's 8th birthday next year, then yes, you're probably not a good person to do keto. And number three, if you have a history of yo-yo dieting. If you have a history of yo-yo dieting, keto is probably one of the worst things you can do, and we're going to tell you why. The main reason why it's not a good idea is because keto is going to set you up for failure. It's not going to last. You're going to probably lose some weight and you're probably going to feel really good about it, but then you're going to gain back what you lost and probably more.
I think that the important thing for everyone who is starting a diet program, whatever it is, you need to make sure that the diet fits your lifestyle, everything that goes into your lifestyle, like everything that you do, like your diet really needs to go in that, because there's no point in starting something that you can't see yourself doing long term. If you're doing something that you know for a fact is going to be a temporary solution, that's like putting a band-aid on like a gushing wound. Like, you need stitches, okay? It needs to fully heal, and if you're just putting a band-aid on it, it's gonna like keep, it's gonna bleed. So the quick fad diets are band-aids, right? Like, you're kind of losing weight, you know for a fact that you can't sustain it, and you're gonna gain the weight back eventually. It happens every single time. I think that people gravitate towards keto because it is that band-aid solution. Like, you are in so much pain that you want a quick fix, you want the instant gratification to drop some pounds so that you feel better about your body.
It's immediate too, right? It's like, okay, I don't eat carbs for a week and already the scale's down like 3 or 4 pounds.
Okay. Like, why does keto get those like rapid weight loss results? Because I think that is the reason truly why so many people gravitate towards keto, because all the transformation pictures that the keto community puts out are like these amazing, like, quick fat loss results that happen in like X amount of months, and you're like, oh my God, if she can do that, I can do it.
Well, I mean, that's like, everybody knows someone that has done keto and has lost a shit ton of weight. Like, I have a coworker who, like, that was always her thing. She did it like right before her wedding, lost a shit ton of weight, and then ended up gaining it back. You know somebody that's done it. Everybody probably knows someone that's done it, or maybe you've even done it yourself. You understand, like, hey, yeah, it does happen pretty quickly, but it doesn't stay off. Like you said, that is like one reason why people gravitate towards it. I think the other reason is because the rules are pretty simple. Like, it doesn't require a lot of thought process into it. It doesn't require really learning anything. It doesn't require a lot of effort on your part. All it requires is for you to cut out a food group. So it's like quick, easy, and the results are pretty immediate. Why do you see such a quick drop in scale weight? Number one, like, it's almost all water weight. And I hate to break that to you, and I know that that is not a fun thing to hear. You're losing weight. You're not actually losing fat. And there's a difference. When you're doing keto, right, you're cutting out all carbs. Carbs are hydrophilic. Carbs are hydrophilic, which means that they love water. Water molecules attach to carbohydrates. If you are all of a sudden getting rid of all of the carbohydrates that you're eating, all of those water molecules don't really have anywhere to go to anymore, and so like they're not attaching. Like, you're not holding onto as much water weight.
You're pretty much like drying your body out.
You're dropping all of this water weight, which is why we see that like quick drop on scale. I'm just thinking like of a desiccation of like shriveling in the desert.
I was thinking about like dehydrated meat.
Yeah. I was thinking about like an old lady that you see in Florida that like she's been tanning for way too long and she looks like a piece of dehydrated meat. You know, like those old people.
You thought about all of that in that time that I said that?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. That initial like drop in scale weight is pretty much water weight. And then again, the reason why it's so effective and why people are so successful in losing weight is because it's not because you're not eating carbs, it's because you're taking an entire calorie source and you're just throwing it out the window.
Like, think about everything that you eat typically. Like, if you're not dieting, think about the foods that you eat in a typical day. Like, you probably have carbs with breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert, snacks, everything. Like, carbs are in a lot of foods. Primarily, you're probably eating mostly carbs throughout the day. That's usually like the biggest macro that people tend to eat.
Especially if you don't have like a balanced diet, right? Most people, their diets are high in carbs and fats.
Now let's say we completely eliminate those foods from your diet. That's a huge calorie drop. So of course you're gonna lose a lot of weight quickly because you're reducing a large amount of calories.
Right. But the thing is that people don't realize is that carbs inherently do not make you fat. Just like fat does not make you fat.
Sugar doesn't make you fat.
Right. Like, there's not one source of anything that makes you fat. When you kind of boil it down to like a oversimplified version of whatever it is, too many calories makes you fat at the end of the day. You could literally eat only protein, right? Protein and vegetables, and have the healthiest diet in the entire world, never eat a single carb, but you could be overeating calories out of protein and vegetables and you will gain weight. Just like you could eat nothing but Twinkies and Snicker bars for 30 days, but if you're under a certain level of calories, right? If you're in a calorie deficit, you will lose weight. It's not gonna be the most wholesome or nutritious diet. You're probably gonna have a lot of other
you're gonna feel like shit,
right?
But like it comes down
weight.
to at a very, 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 very simplified level. Like it's
calories,
deficit,
right?
Calorie deficit.
That being said, if you are someone who's like, I'm trying to lose weight for the 50th time in my life, and I've tried all of these diets in the past and nothing has really worked, and Susie from accounting at work just dropped 30 pounds in 2 months by doing keto. Maybe I should try that too. But I really love bread and I really love carbs and I really love fruit, and that's not going to make me happy to not have it, but I guess I'm willing to suffer and do whatever it takes to lose weight.
Because you think that that's the only answer, is that?
Because you're desperate for
it.
Exactly.
Right.
And you saw it worked for someone else, so you're willing to short-term like white knuckle your way through whatever that is to get that end outcome. But the problem is you are never going to be able to sustain that outcome because it's not something that you enjoy and it's not something that fits in your lifestyle. So save yourself the time and the frustration and the white knuckling and just don't do it.
And if no one has told you before, the secret to people who are actually successful with their weight loss and people who are unsuccessful with their weight loss is that the people who are successful had a sustainable diet plan in place that allowed them to continue on that diet or that nutrition plan for longer than 3 months, 6 months, even a year. Like, you think about if you have like 100 pounds, 50 pounds, 80 pounds to lose, you're not doing that in six months.
Yeah.
Like this is going to be a whole lifestyle change. Coming at it from that angle, like, yes, you're desperate to like lose this weight and look a certain way, but don't you also want to continue living out that lifestyle forever so you can teach your children and your sister and your mom and kind of help people? And so when you look at it from that way, like, you should be seeking out a diet that's built around your lifestyle and that allows you to eat the carbs that you want. Go have ice cream with your kids. Like, have pizza on Friday night. Otherwise, what's the point of enjoying life?
Right. And that's exactly why our preferred method and what I think is the most successful method for weight loss is actually calorie cycling. That's what we teach all of our clients. That's what we've used ourselves in order to completely transform our bodies. And the beauty with calorie cycling is it's so highly adaptable to each person, right? It can suit like your personality. So let's say you really like you're outgoing, you really enjoy that, and so you like spending time at a lot of social events, right? Like, that's part of your personality. Great. A lot of social events revolve around food and alcohol and things like that. So you're probably going to want to be able to indulge in that, right? We have time commitments that you need to take into consideration, right? Like, Johnny, not only is his birthday, but he's got to be picked up from soccer practice like 3 nights a week. And some nights when you get home from work, you're too tired to cook, plus pick up Johnny, plus do all of the other things. Maybe you just want to grab a pizza. So it's not going to be every single day that, you need to eat pizza or, you have to completely cut out carbs. But what calorie cycling does is it allows you to have a lot more flexibility and wiggle room in your actual program. That way you can have the pizza and not completely blow your plan. Yeah. And then the rest of the time, right, you can be having, the 80% wholesome, nutritious, whatever. It just gives you a little bit more structure while also allowing you to maintain like a lifestyle that will be able to go further than 3 months. This is ideally something that it kind of sets a foundation for you, and then you'll be able to carry it on for the rest of your life.
And if that sounds like something that you're interested in learning more about, we actually have a complete guide to calorie cycling in the description below that you can check out, and that's going to give you every single thing, like what calorie cycling is, who it's best for, what the benefits are, like literally everything A to Z. It's even gonna like teach you how to calculate your own calorie cycle. So if you're interested in kind of trying it on your own and getting started with that, go ahead and check out the guide. It's in the description below, and let us know if you have any questions. Like, we're always here to help anyone who needs it. So we hope this is helpful. Do you have any ending comments you'd like to make?
Like, subscribe, hit the bell. I'm just reiterating, like, subscribe, hit the bell, and comment. And we'll pick a $50 winner on Monday. I don't know how to end these.
I don't know either. I think we just end it.
Just end it. You stay classy, San Diego. Like that.